Well, you'll know. I'll start my intro.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Create coming at you with another interview. We have Phenom today. He's one of the big main leaders of Reck. So, welcome, Phenom. What's up?
Not much, Crate. How are you?
I'm awesome. I just got off work. I wanted to do this interview all day. It's going to be fun. It's going to be good. You guys are going to enjoy it.
Yeah, no. Considering yesterday we did this and it failed.
Yeah, we had some minor difficulties going on, and it was bad technical stuff. It was horrible. Let's get right into it, though. Let's start. The questions are actually on my phone, so if you see me looking down, that's probably why, or you'll see my phone up in the screen. But who are you, Phenom? What do you do?
I am Reck Phenom. I've been with Reck for since the old channel. I was recruited into that team originally as an editor. Um, I am the business back end now of Reck. I run the channel. I run like the network, like contracts. I do all the partnerships and all that kind of stuff. So basically, that's me.
Okay, so you're like the IT almost of the group.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, every team needs that, and we all appreciate that you're doing that. I mean, we all want sponsors and networks and all of that. So
Yep.
that's awesome. How did you get into YouTube or Xbox or Call of Duty videos in general?
Well, this starts from back in seventh or eighth grade. I started, watching Machinima on YouTube, and I got my first Xbox 2000 Christmas of 2009. January of 2010, I got Modern Warfare 2, and that's the game I started on. So basically, I just started playing Modern Warfare 2. I try-harded, obviously. I mean, what
Oh
else are you
yeah.
gonna do
Who
starting
didn't?
off?
Yeah, who didn't start out tryharding?
Yeah, I mean, they're there for a reason. No, I'm joking. Don't take that seriously. Um, so basically, I started getting into map monkeys and machinima, and I started doing glitches and stuff. I wasn't that great at it, so I kind of just I quit that. Then I moved away from that. Just started tryharding. I played a lot. I mean, I made some friends on Xbox that I would always talk to, so that made it a lot of fun to play Call of Duty. I did play other games. I don't remember what they were. I had them, but we just play zombies in Call of Duty
Yeah,
5.
yeah,
A
basically.
lot of zombies.
Oh yeah. That was so
um,
much fun back then on World at
yeah,
War.
definitely. So after that genre, that was eighth grade. Freshman year of high school, I started getting into game development, and so I started doing that. Uh, in that part of the YouTube network of YouTube, there was a game engine called UDK,
Oh.
and that was Unreal Development Kit. It's Unreal Engine, the full version. Um,
Oh,
so basically, I'm now currently a developer for Epic Games, and I've been working on Unreal Engine 4 with them.
that's
Um,
awesome. That's so cool.
so during that, I was also playing, Black Ops 1 came out, was tryharding in that with my friends. Modern Warfare 3 came out, didn't play that much. I've made a tryhard in it. I just started sniping in that, actually.
Yeah.
I wasn't that great, so I didn't pursue it completely. Um, so Black Ops 2 then came out, and I tryharded all the way to Master Prestige. And then when I reset, I decided that I was going to do something different. So I started watching, Optic and Envious and, Phase and stuff.
Phase, yeah.
I mean, who can forget Phase? They're like 2 million subs now, so it's
Oh yeah.
2.5 actually today, I
And
think.
then when Black Ops 2 was coming out, I mean, they're already huge. They were one of the
Yeah, and they
main.
just blasted off through Black Ops 2, man.
Oh
That
yeah.
that was the biggest growing time for this community, pretty much, other
Yeah.
than Modern Warfare 2, since Modern Warfare 2,
Yeah,
and the
definitely.
start of it with Call of Duty 4.
Yeah.
So basically, I kind of started sniping, and then I met Wreck Warrior in a random lobby in Black Ops 2, and I started talking to them, and Warrior was being difficult as always, and I was like, yo, you should let me into Wreck. I could be like a cheerleader. JK, I'm gonna be an editor, since
Okay.
I started editing a while before that.
Yeah.
Um, so I joined Rec eventually, but when I first asked Warrior to join, he was like, "No, because I don't want you in Rec." And I was like, "Why?" Because I just don't want you. He said.
Oh.
He
Sounds
was
like
being,
Warrior.
yeah, he was just being his difficult self. And then Gunsy let me in, so
Okay.
it worked out in the best for the best.
Okay, yeah,
I was
definitely.
actually I was let in with like 6 other people, and none of them are in rec anymore.
Oh
Well,
wow,
we're in rec like a week later.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
So
is that the end of it? Is that your YouTube story or?
that was pretty much my YouTube story. I mean, I did a lot of the UDK stuff. That was my old personal channel. It was Phenom of Everything, like on YouTube, and
Yeah.
I did a lot of tutorials and stuff. Before that, actually, freshman year as well, I started getting into the modding scene. Sadly, like I was one of those guys who was making, like the mod menus and stuff, and the 10th prestige lobbies and stuff. I never hosted, but I created the programs for people to actually do that.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Who cares if you mod and stuff? That's hard work and
Me and
stuff.
my
So I mean,
JTAG's over there. It's not used anymore, but it's over there.
that's cool. I always
Um,
wanted a JTAG. I always wish I could do that kind of stuff.
yeah, it's not just for that. There's a lot of other stuff you can do with it. It's like homebrew stuff, but it's a
Yeah.
lot of fun. So then there was that, and then when the Call of Duty 4 button binds came out, that kind of like screwed everybody over. You know, when Call of Duty 4 just started getting shit, like you couldn't get into a game without having it modded. That was
Yeah.
me and my 3 friends that we made that.
I hate you.
Yeah, a
You
lot
ruined
of
my
people
game.
a lot of people hated me because of that, and so I stopped and I changed my alias, and then I changed it back to Phenom eventually when people forgot about me.
Okay, yeah, obviously. I mean, no one's going to remember that. It's not a big deal
And
anyways.
that's when I got into game development. So,
Oh, okay, that's cool. So I mean, we kind of touched up on this next question and your answer. We had touched up actually on a lot of my questions, but what are some of your other like hobbies that you do? I mean, obviously like game development and stuff like that. Cool. What else is there? Or like explain more on
um,
that.
all right. So let's start with game development. Basically, I started that freshman year. I had taken a game development class. It was teaching C Sharp with XNA Game
Okay.
Studio. So I was learning how to make two-dimensional games that way. But at the same time, I wasn't paying attention at all in that class because I had just started working with Unreal Engine, learning Unreal Script and
Yeah.
modeling and all the level design. And I started my own team and I actually got about 20 people in it at one point.
Nice.
Um, I've always been a leader at heart, so that's why I've gotten my way to that on Rec. Um, I've done it with pretty much every team I've been in.
Okay.
I mean, I was in old teams, Call of Duty wise, but that was only when I was tryharding and they were tryhard teams. So
Yeah.
it was, annoying.
Yeah.
Um, so basically, with the game development thing, I worked on that till junior year, and then I got invited to be a developer for Epic Games, and I started working with Unreal Engine 4. Um, it was code name. It was Rocket at the time. I can now publicly speak about it because they allowed us to do that. I can't show you guys the actual engine
Oh
or
damn.
anything. I could show you the games I've made in it, but I haven't actually been working on with the engine. I've been mainly just working on it.
Yeah.
Um, there's a lot of other things you can look up. Just look up Unreal Engine 4 Rocket project
That's
on
cool.
YouTube.
That sounds really cool. Game development's one of my favorite things. It fascinates me so much.
I have a hand signed poster from Tim Sweeney, the owner of Epic Games. So
Awesome.
it's pretty cool. They did that for like Christmas
Oh, that's cool.
this
That's
year.
a good thing when companies do something for Christmas. I hate when companies just don't give a shit and they just
It was more of a thank you.
yeah, yeah.
Um, then my other hobbies, I collect coins. I'm a nerd. I collect stamps. My biggest type of coin is like I love Lincoln cents. 1909 to current. They're still going. It's been over 100 years. It's the longest running coin in American history.
Wow.
Um, there are coins that in there that can be worth $4,000 or $5,000 each. So
It,
it's a good thing to get into.
it's almost worth it to do it then, because if you find a couple of those, boom, there's all your time.
Sad.
Like,
The sad part is the one coin that's actually worth a few $1,000s. You can't find any more of them because they're all accounted for.
oh, that sucks.
So you have to buy it.
Of
Um,
course.
so uh, going with this whole hobby thing, let's go into what I want to do in the future. I want to be an electromechanical engineer, hopefully. Um, I actually do aspire to be an engineer. I'll be going to county college, most likely. Either that or I'll be joining the Air Force
Oh, nice.
and doing some sort of engineering with that.
That'd be awesome. That's intense stuff. I mean,
That's
that
within the next few months, too, so it's kind of scary because I'm a senior in high school. I'm about to graduate.
wow.
Yeah.
Well, good luck with that. I mean, that's gonna be tough work and
And along with the engineering, I have a current project that I'm working on, and it's 3D printed. My school has two 3D printers. They're MakerBot Replicator 2s.
wow.
I didn't actually design this hand. I, you know, I I printed it.
Yeah.
I wired it all up. I'm mainly focusing on the electrical engineering part of it, but I have a glove and it has flex sensors in it. And when I move my fingers, these fingers will move. I actually just got a finger to move the other day by itself, but I don't have it all hooked up right now. As you can tell, there's wires hanging off of it. But
Nice.
this is the hand. It's 3D printed. I don't know if that'll focus in, but this is my current project that I'm working on. Once I'm done with this, I want to design my own exoskeleton. I want to actually make one for the arm, and it'll connect to a chest plate, so it'll make it easier for people to carry groceries and stuff. There'll be a
Oh,
lot of
that'd be
practice.
so cool.
So for old people, if they can't carry heavy groceries,
Yeah, they
it'll
can
be
use that.
yeah.
That's
Um,
interesting.
Definitely eventually moving down to the lakes. With like other hobbies, I don't have many. I edit, I do graphics, I lead teams. Uh, there's not much I do
Th-
do. I mean, I've always been into robotics.
Yeah, that's
Much.
cool. That's the coolest one. I'm glad you told me that because that's awesome. That's not a lot of people do that either, so it's really different to hear.
Yeah.
I was kind of shocked when you told me that. We've talked about like friends and stuff a bit. Have you ever like met like someone on Xbox or YouTube, and have you ever met them in like real life?
Absolutely. Actually, yes. One person. He is from Texas. I met him during Modern Warfare 2, about 2 months into actually owning the game. So about March of
Okay,
2010, I met him. We still talk to this day. I talk to him all the time. But there's periods we've not talked for multiple months, and we could pick up anywhere.
that's
Just
good.
continue talking like we never stopped. And we used to have like 36-hour phone calls and stuff. It was kind of funny on the weekends. Um, so I did meet him. He lives in Texas. I live in New Jersey. One year he decided that.
Jump cut. What's up?
So yeah, I my camera stopped recording for some reason.
All good.
So basically, I did meet him. He had family he wanted to visit in New York, so he went there for during the summer for about a week and a half.
Okay.
He came and stayed at my house for about 3 days. It was kind of
Nice.
cool. So it was kind of weird, and it wasn't awkward or at all. It was really kind of cool. Like when we met each other for the first time in person, it was like we had known each other our entire lives.
Nice.
It was very memorable
That's
experience.
that's cool. The only time I've met someone online is the total opposite of yours. I mean, like we talked a lot and stuff on like Skype and stuff and all that, but when we first met, it was just like awkward. It was just dead silence. Like we didn't know. It's just weird, you know. Like you're used to
Yeah,
that person like not being there, but being there. But when they're actually there, it's just like it's a different feeling almost.
yeah. My entire family knew him. Like they had all talked to him for extended periods of time. Like I was always on Skype with him, so my mom would, if she would come in here and clean my room, like or take something out of here, or make my bed. At the time, like she would talk to him, and they became family. She still calls him her like her boy, like her other
Oh wow.
son.
Oh, so he's almost like a family friend then.
He pretty much is now. Like he like my mom talks to his mom, so it's
That's cool. That's
yeah,
really awesome if you have a friend like that over Xbox and stuff.
yeah. I met him Modern Warfare 2 on Inquiry in Ground War. I remember that, and
Damn.
I made up a lie about that I lived in Greenland, and it was also in my bio, and he thought it was pretty cool that I lived in Greenland. 2 months later, I wound up telling him I don't actually live in Greenland. He got mad at me, didn't talk to me for a week, but then we picked back up.
That's funny. We'll get right into the last question. We're running a bit long, but how did you become a leader or part leader of Rec?
Oh, okay. So when I told you I joined as an editor,
Yes.
so I started editing for Rec barely. I didn't edit anything that went up on the original channel. Actually, I joined around 2.8 thousand subscribers.
Okay.
We had ended at 4,000 because the channel was deleted, as a lot of people
Sucks.
know.
Yeah.
Um, Basically, I had worked my way up to by talking to a lot of people, getting things done. I organized the team. I had set up the new roster. I had set up the ways editors were gonna get things done, how to determine whether or not songs are copyrighted. So I basically earned my position as lead editor.
Okay.
So I was lead editor, and then
Yeah.
I was promoted to co-leader right before it ended.
Oh, okay. So basically, when
And
when we restarted, you just took on the role of
leader.
leader. Yeah. Okay.
So basically, I had all the parts for the Day of Reckoning 1, the first one,
Yeah.
uh, except for the one part that, Blaushy was supposed to edit, but he didn't finish it.
Yeah.
Um, so I put that together after a few months, after like 3 months, 4 months of us being ended. I started talking to Warrior again, and he was like, "Dude, I want to make Rec work. I want to do it again. Me and you, let's do it." And so I kind of took it on. I made a new channel. I made We Rec You. I mean, it sounded kind of stupid in the beginning, but it stuck, and it kind of like grew on us.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and we just posted that video up in the old Vengeance team touch when the Vengeance map pack came out for Black Ops 2.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
we had those 2 videos from the old rec that never got posted, so we posted those up. Got a good response. A few people said that they remembered us. We waited. Went through multiple editors, a bunch of Dare guys, Saw members. We tried to get a Phase member to edit it at one point, and then we wound up just going with JNT. And JNT, he's now in Saw as the lead editor.
Yeah.
So, and he's still loyal to us. He's still a good friend of Rec. He'll help us out. He's gonna probably do edits for us in the future. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, definitely.
Our promo did pretty well. I mean, as you guys can see, we got about over 2,000 views on it. And we didn't really have much, like, knower help. I mean, there was some. I mean, Obey Kizza was a co-leader at some point.
Yeah.
When he was in Darth as a co-leader, he wasn't a co-leader of Rec. He was just a manager. But then when he joined Obey, he had more free time, so he helped us out a little bit.
Yeah. And I mean, basically everything except for him is done by us. We didn't really have much
Pretty much.
help.
Yeah. I mean, at one point we were trying. We did this stupidly. We didn't actually do it. Like we did do it, but it wasn't worth it. We got some Phase members to comment on our videos, but we paid them, and that was stupid. And we regret doing that. And we won't be doing that anymore. It's not necessary to grow a
Yeah.
team. All you need is connections and to get friendly with other teams. And if any other team leaders are watching this, contact me. Just message us on the team channel. I check all the inboxes. I'll add you guys on Skype. We can hang out. We can network. We can network. We can definitely start promoting each other's videos, helping out each other. Doing dual cams, that kind of stuff.
Definitely. Get some collaborations going.
Yeah,
Get
definitely. I mean, that's the way to grow, is to get going with teams your size
Yeah.
and promoting each other's channels. Like, say my team, we have about 30 members. Like, how many members do we have, Create?
Probably have like 25 to 30 around, maybe.
Probably around that. I mean,
Yeah.
probably about 40 with editors and everything.
Yeah.
And leaders. So 40 people on our team. Say another team has like 40 or 50 other people. They like and comment our videos, and they subscribe to us, and vice versa. That many other people's sub boxes are gonna be getting it.
Yeah, and then it'll domino effect, and it'll just blow
Domino
up.
effects, and that's how it works. I mean, you gotta gain alliances.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to do with Rec.
Definitely. Okay, well, we're out of time. My camera's almost done recording, 20 minutes max.
Okay.
Phenom has been phenomenal. He's been an awesome guest. We got a lot of information about him that probably none of you know. I didn't know that. Probably most of the Rec members don't know that. So we know Phenom. We know who he is, which is awesome. I want to thank you, Phenom, for doing this with me and wanting to do this so much.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
wanted to do it. I was waiting all day. I was counting down the minutes. Today was such a long day.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, but guys, this is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks, Phenom. Peace out.
Thank you, guys.